Once you've written down those goals, break each goal into achievable tasks. When you look in and have that conversation with yourself and do it for yourself, there's no other competition in this world but you. You do not waste time when you're resting, contrary to how most people might feel. And that's how I felt before, when I would take like a day or two off to just, do things that are not related to work. You're not wasting time. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Priscilla. I'm a Nigerian women's wear designer based in the UK. This is going to be yet another episode in the fashion business series where I share tips, tricks, and my experience of launching and running my own brand. Now, this video was inspired by a conversation I had with someone that I met when I had the talk at the British Library. And the lady's question was, how are you able to manage everything that you do, from posting on social media, making pieces for clients, developing new products, coming up with video ideas, shooting the videos, editing the videos, and still, having a personal life. I am married, and in the future, I want to have kids. So all of that, how am I able to manage it all? So in this video, I'm going to be sharing some tips that have really come in handy, and I think it's something that you could easily implement for yourself, for your business. Let's get into this video. If you have any more tips, please share them in the comment section down below. And with that being said, let's get into this. If you've watched me long enough, and if you've had a conversation with me in person, the premium tip I always give is to plan ahead. I cannot emphasize this enough, especially if you are at a point where there's a lot for you to do and there's only 24 hours in a day, but you still want to be productive and you don't want to be overwhelmed by all of the goals that you want to achieve. Planning ahead will come in really handy. There are so many apps available that you can use to plan out your time in advance, so you're able to see at a glance what you have to do next week, next month, and even like coming months of the year. I try to plan my content for YouTube, especially a month in advance. I already have all my content for the month of March and beginning of April already planned out. I know people that plan out like the whole quarter, so like 3 months worth of content, they have it all planned out, and that way you know when you need to get materials in advance. So if there's a particular project that you need to get a particular fabric for, because you've thought about it early enough, you can order that fabric online, look for like more affordable options, or really have the time to create that project in a way that you're relaxed and you put like your very best into making it. I would say what really helps is at the beginning of a quarter, at the beginning of a month, write down goals that you want to achieve, whether it's for yourself, for your business. Write down those goals and don't try and make them too plenty. Be realistic, but still be ambitious enough to challenge yourself. Once you've written down those goals, break each goal into achievable tasks. For example, you want to launch a new collection in, I don't know, in 2 to 3 months. How many pieces do you want to have in that collection? Write that down. And then, do you want to make the collection yourself? Do you need to make patterns for those garments? Do you need to find a model? Do you need to get a seamstress? By the time you break down the goal of creating a collection into smaller chunks, it honestly is not as scary as it might seem when you initially wrote down, I want to launch a collection. Now, this next tip would be something that most people won't think about straight away, and it's something that I've had to learn the hard way, and is when you are scheduling out work for yourself, when you're planning out things that you want to do, when you're thinking, oh, I want to do XYZ, I want to work out 3 times, I want to eat clean, I want to, do this or do that, plan in your rest time. Like, when are you going to bed? Are you going to take an afternoon nap? I'm actually serious too. I had a serious burnout summer of last year because I was not resting enough. I was not sleeping well. And your body is a living being. It can only take so much for so long. It will just wake up one morning and be like, sis, I'm not doing this anymore. If you're not letting me sleep, I'm not going to let you function properly. So plan in your sleep time, plan in your rest time, take your weekends off if you can. Take your rest serious, because you do not waste time when you're resting, contrary to how most people might feel. And that's how I felt before, when I would take like a day or two off to just, do things that are not related to work. You're not wasting time. What you're actually doing to your body and your mind is you're giving yourself time to rest, recharge, and sometimes you might actually get inspired when you are resting, when you're not really thinking about work, the ideas will just drop in your spirit because you're not really fixated on work at that point. You cannot pour from a cup that is empty. That is my mantra for this year. Like, if the cup is empty, nothing will come out of the cup. So please take out time to rest, eat well, cook yourself something nice, go on that city break if you can, watch a movie, go to church, meditate, just do something that will nurture your mind, your spirit, and your soul. So when you come back to work on Monday morning or the next time you're working, honestly, you feel so much better, so much more prepared, and it's not a waste of time to rest. It is not. Honestly, it's just as important as making money. Resting is, okay? When I say there is beauty in staying in your lane, you know, just like waking up and telling yourself that today, this month, this week, I am going to stay in my lane and I'm not going to compare myself to anybody. This takes time to really master because we're in the age of social media. You open Instagram, you've seen that friend that you went to high school with that is married and has 2 kids already and has a car and has a house, and you are just there in your self-contained, you don't have a boyfriend, or you don't have the business you wanted, or your business is not making enough sales. It's really, really easy to compare like ourselves to what other people are doing, and I think sometimes it's not even intentional. Like you just be thinking, oh, maybe I'm really happy for the person at first, but you're not like, wait to what is going on with my own life? Why is things not arranging the way it's arranging for this person? Mentality and the mindset that has helped me is to stay on my lane and focus on my journey, on my growth in every area of your life, whether it's your business, whether it's your finances, whether it's your fitness goals, whether it's your relationship. Like when you look in and have that conversation with yourself and do it for yourself, there's no other competition in this world but you. Next up is another favorite thing I love to do, especially when I'm going through seasons or times of the year when I'm getting really busy, and that is to work with people who have skills that you lack. I am not very patient. I'm not very good with money. I am not the best at, having the most clean finish in garments. But I know there is someone out there who has that skill and who will do that particular task a lot better than I can. So if you can afford it, I would always recommend outsourcing. Like that is the peak of working smart. If you know you're really good with planning, if you know you're really good with conceptualizing, but you're not really good at execution, find someone who would partner up with you and help you execute that business idea. If you're really good at executing, but you're not really good at, coming up with ideas, you're not really good with, imagining things and conceptualizing stuff, find somebody who would meet that need for your business or for your life or for whatever goal that you have in hand. I honestly think that we all excel in different parts of our lives better than others. And there's nothing wrong in linking up with someone and be like, sis, I know you're really, really good at, coming up with prints. I have this idea. What can we do? How can we work together? And be very clear from the beginning so nobody feels like they are being cheated or they are being taken advantage of. Lay out all the terms. Be honest. Be transparent from the beginning. And I kid you not, the two of you that have come together to work on that project, you guys will end up with a product, with a business, with an experience that will be beneficial for everyone that is involved. The final point I just wanted to make in this video is our life comes in seasons. There are going to be seasons where everything will click, everything will work out well. And there are going to be seasons that it will just seem as if nothing is working, everything you're trying is not producing the results that you're expecting. I honestly believe, and this is something that from studying the word more, I just think it makes so much sense that you will have a season of plenty and you have a season of scarce. And what now matters is how you manage your season of plenty. So when you're in a season of scarcity, you don't feel desperate and you don't feel like the world is about to end. Joseph interpreted the dream for the king of Egypt, and the king dreamt about seeing fat cows, and then later on skinny cows came and ate up the fat cows, and Joseph ended up interpreting that dream. And it was basically Egypt was going to have a period of plenty followed by a period of famine. When Egypt now went through the plenty season and the famine season, because they had saved up when they had plenty, the people were not hungry because they were prepared for it. That was just like the last point I wanted to make, and something that I have learned recently, and I thought sharing would be like helpful for somebody watching this video. If you are not, even if you are not a spiritual person, even if you're not Christian, it's a life lesson that anybody can implement, and I think you will see results that hopefully will be beneficial for you. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Share any other tips that you have in the comment section down below. Let's grow and thrive together. As per usual, what should we talk about next? Fashion business tips series. I like to do these videos every now and again because it honestly gives me time to reflect and then sort of share like my experience of being an independent fashion business owner, and also learning from you guys as well in the comment section. I really do enjoy that. Thank you so much for watching. Until my next video, have a good morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are. Bye.